Good morning. My name is Julie. I am the owner and founder of Lady Fialte's Light Healing. Today we're going to be talking about the Lion's Gate. But before we get started, we're going to kind of jump into our things that we normally do first thing. So, still working on my little bundle here. I'm going to smudge, and then I'm going to go ahead and invite some people in here. It's getting down, so it's kind of hard to light, but we want to use up as much of it as we can and not be wasteful. Smudging is, some of you have heard me say this a million times, but smudging is really good for being antibacterial. So if you have children or just sicknesses in the house, smudging is really good for that. I like to smudge my hands. It's basically like a hand sanitizer, so to speak. So, I mean, we touch a lot of things. We touch people. We've touched things that people have touched. And if you can't smudge your whole body, you should really be smudging your hands here. I'm sorry if you can hear. My stomach is like growling really, really bad this morning. I don't know what its problem is. So if you can hear it, I apologize. I don't know what's going on. Little Paleo Santos there for you. And again, most of you have heard this a million times, but this little stick on the website is $3. I've had this almost a year now. I burn it on a regular basis, and it's almost the same exact size as when I got it. You just light it, and it will kind of catch fire, and it puts itself out, and then it just smokes. Not just because I said that, it's not going to put itself out. And that's it. So this piece for $3 will, like I said, this is a year, and I haven't even burned half an inch off it. So your $3 will go a long ways. And it smells amazing. I moved a bunch of stuff around this weekend on my little space here, trying to make it easier to get to, but now I don't remember where I moved anything to. So I'm just going to hop on before we pull our card for the day. I'm just going to hop on and invite some people real quick here. So I hope everybody had a really good weekend. Did a little bit of motorcycle riding on Saturday, and then a little bit of housework on Sunday, and I took the afternoon. It was really nice on Sunday. It wasn't like super hot, but it was just really nice. And so I just went outside and spent a couple hours just sitting next to the bonfire, just enjoying being outdoors. In the summertime, we're so busy most of the time. There's like a million things to do or be done, places to go, that a lot of times I don't have time to just kind of sit outside and enjoy being outside. So I did that on Sunday for a couple hours. I wanted to mention to you guys, I did share in the group last week, I don't remember exactly what day it was, but a class on belly dancing. And there was like 4 or 5 of them. So what I did is I think I've set one to, like I've scheduled them to post. So you'll be getting a new one this week and then another new one next week, if that's anything you guys are interested in. I'll tell you, I did it. Today was the 3rd morning I got up and did it. I have a really bad back. I have 3 slipped discs in my back. And I've tried all kinds of different exercises. I can't do any kind of aerobic or anything like that. So I thought I would try yoga. And yoga, unfortunately, just has too much twisting involved in it. So was not able to do yoga. So I've kind of been limited on like what I can do. I can't go do a workout unless I like just basically use the treadmill because of my back. I can't really do any super heavy lifting or stretching or anything too much like that. So I was kind of been really disappointed that basically besides walking, I didn't really have anything that I could do for kind of like a weight control, because I'm not very good at dieting. I try really hard, but I'm not very good at it. I don't have much willpower when it comes to chocolate and ice cream. But usually those little bits of things, if I can offset it with some exercise, isn't quite so bad. So yeah, I was really kind of, after I hurt my back, I've kind of been searching for something that I can do. And so one of my classes that I take online, she did a belly dancing class, and I did it. And I was really surprised that my back didn't hurt anymore. I mean, my back still hurts. My back always hurts. But it didn't hurt anymore. It wasn't a whole lot of, extra activity for my back. Belly dancing so far, what I've done in the last, this morning was my third day. You do a lot of shoulder stuff, and then you do a lot of belly stuff. So the part of my back that's right here, there isn't really a lot to do with that. I mean, we do some stretching for warm up and cool down and stuff, but there's really not like a ton of stuff that's going on right here. So, so far day 3, and my back doesn't seem to be hurting. Sorry, I feel like I gotta sneeze. My back doesn't seem to be hurting any more than it normally hurts. So, but I did post, like I said, I posted one for you last week. And then I've set it, I think there was 4 more. So I've set them to share one every week with you guys if that's something you're interested in. If you're not, that's fine. If you're interested, you can always Google YouTube. That's Google YouTube. Search in YouTube. That's exactly what I did. Was I searched in YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and light our candle for the month. Get that going. I ran out of allergy pills again, and Friday I took the bottle to the drugstore to get it filled, and then I keep forgetting to go back and actually pick it up. Not very good with that stuff. So apologize, I'm sounding stuffy today. All right, so last week we pulled the card for orange calcite. So we're going to put that back in the deck and pull a new card. Just a reminder that I'm not pulling a card for anybody particular, just pulling a card just so we could kind of learn about some of the gemstones. It probably is meant for someone, so if it resonates with you, that's great. That seems to be the one that wants to be read today. We've got a bunch of new people in the group, so I will do card pulls for people. Just I don't do tarot cards. I have 4 different decks of oracle cards that I will pull from. I also will do pendulum work if anybody wants any pendulum work done, or if you just need help. If you have a deck or you have a pendulum or anything like that and you want some help, just let me know, and I will be willing to help you do that as well. So again, and I'm really bad with pronunciations. This looks like septarian, Septarian. S-I-A-N, Septarian. And it's backwards for you guys, so that's really not very helpful, is it? But that's what it looks like. It kind of looks like a cross between some orange calcite and some jasper, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to take my glasses off to read it for you. So this is Ancient Earth Wisdom and Shielding. So this is for your root chakra. And so Septarian facilitates communication with guides and elders, while also offering protection and a shield of invisibility around you. You have pulled this card because your guides and elders have a message for you and because you may be under energetic attack. Meditate with Septarian to attune yourself to ancient wisdom. Protect yourself with ancestral magic and connect deeply with your spirit's guides. So that is that. So I will get a picture of that and get it up on the group page. I just wanted to, I grabbed this card when we were on the bike on Saturday. We went in this little, it was a brewery, and I had to go and use the ladies' room, and on this wall was this huge mural, and it was just really, really pretty. And I noticed there was a card there. So her name was Sarah Kane, and her Instagram and stuff is there, but this is an example of one of her pictures. It's just really neat. Like, her work is just really, really amazing. So, I don't know her. I've never met her. I don't know who she is. I don't know where she's from. But I just thought her artwork was really, really cool and wanted to share that with you guys. So I grabbed that. Sounds like someone pulled in the driveway. All right. Sorry. Allergies. All right. I have a couple other things I want to show you, but we'll go ahead and actually talk about what we're supposed to talk about first. And if I have any time left, then we will. I got some funky things going on with my hair today. So the Lion's Gate. What is the Lion's Gate? Good question, right? So a lot of you have heard me talk about different things in numerology. And so the Lion's Gate is a portal, vortex. Not really sure what's the best word for that, but I guess portal. So on August 8th is when the Lion's Gate is considered to be open. So what exactly does that mean, right? So for actual, like, astrology, what that means is there's a star called, and again, I'll probably say this wrong. I'm sorry, my eyes are itchy, my nose is running, I'm a mess. There's a star, and again, I probably will say this incorrectly, Sirius. It's S-I-R-I-U-S. All I can think of is Harry Potter when I read that. Cyrus, I guess. Cyrus will be visible on the eastern horizon just before sunrise. Will be visible on the east horizon just before sunrise. So that is pretty much the only time that star is visible. And so Cyrus, and again, if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. So Cyrus, as a mythology goes, is known for bestowing wealth, honor, devotion, passion, and creative talent. So the star being visible on that day, which is 8/8 for numerology, So it's the 8th day on the 8th month. So in numerology, 8 is kind of the balance, the equalization. The thing is, if you turn the 8 on its side, you have the infinity symbol. So that kind of all ties in together. So my note taking yesterday was really horrible. I'll show you guys. I have this, and I have notes here. I have notes over here. I have notes that have gone down the page. So I'm kind of all over the place this morning as far as reading it, because I didn't organize it very well when I wrote it down. So yes, so the Lion's Gate is a portal that opens every year on 8/8, and that is the day that the star Cyrus, I'm really bad with pronunciations, will be visible on the east horizon just before sunset. So, so this is a time of balance, but it's also kind of a time of shifts. So what's the best way I want to say this? It's not shifts, like it's not like anything like Mercury retrograde or anything like that. This shift, this energetic shift is more so if you're trying to manifest or create something, this energy is going to kind of propel that. So it's a really good time. You know, and we talked about this last week about, I don't remember, maybe it was the week before. Yeah, it was the week before when we were talking about it being, we went over the numerology of it being a 3-year and being in the, going into the fall months, being a good time to finish up projects and stuff. So we talked about that. So again, this on August 8th is just kind of reinforcing that as well, that it's just a really good time with this big energy that's kind of like, I think of it as like the wind, like you're here and you're moving here, but this is going to come in and kind of give you that little bit of extra push, so to speak, to help you propel to get things done. Not just get things done, but just like in your creativity, in your passion, it's just going to give you that extra like little bit of a boost. So it's going to give you that desire and that passion and that wanting to get things done. But yeah, if you've got something you've been working on, you know, the next few days, I think they say the portal stays open for about a week, and it will, like I said, it'll open. So it'll be Thursday morning, just before sunrise, that's going to open. And then, again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not an astrologer, but they say that the portal will be open for about a week. I got, like I said, I got notes written all over the place. So yeah, I wrote down that it's going to just be, I wrote 3 weeks. So I wrote down 3 weeks. I'll double check that. If it's different than 3 weeks, I'll put it in the comments. If I don't put anything in the comments, then it's 3 weeks. How's that? So yeah, so this is just going to be a time of multiplying your efforts. So whatever it is you're working on, it's going to just kind of give you that extra boost to go ahead and get that done. It is, again, I apologize. I'm all over the place here. skipping around on my notes, first of all, so that was my fault of not going down the page. I skipped a bunch, and now I'm going to try to go back and figure out what I missed. So I mentioned that if you take the 8 and you turn it on its side, it's the infinity symbol, which is the symbol for never ending. The loop kind of just continues to keep going, which in the 8 it's the same way, but the infinity symbol is on its side. It is a sign of limitless power. So again, this all ties into this date of 8/8, August 8th. It's just that whole energy that's going to be around us right now. The 8 is also the same shape as our DNA, so that's kind of an interesting tie-in, that those are the same shape. 8, I told you, was balance and equalization. It also brings in some changes, but changes towards harmony. So it's not like retrograde, who seems to bring in chaos and anger and confusion. This change is more of towards harmony and happiness and balance and all of the good things that we kind of want in our life. The Sun and Leo are associated with this time of the year as well. So the 8/8, we're in the sign of the Leo right now. And obviously August is one of our summer months, so the sun is associated with that, which those are both associated with the solar plexus chakra. And so the solar plexus chakra is your energy source. Like the sun is our energy source. So our solar plexus is our energy source. It's our energy center, I guess, is a better word. So in the solar plexus is all about being balanced and your self-confidence. A lot of us have underactive chakras in the solar plex area because most of us are lacking that self-confidence. We've been told we're no good at things, or it's a waste of our time, or you're not pretty enough, you're not tall enough, you're not skinny enough, not smart enough, whatever, we've been told. So most of us have an underactive solar plexus chakra. But at this time of year, that's going to that energy is going to kind of come out of us a little bit. But just wanted to err on the side of caution that sometimes you can have an overactive solar plexus. And most people are like, that's great if all my chakras are like overactive, right? No, not necessarily. You, again, want things to be balanced. So if your chakras are overactive, in this case for your solar plexus, if you're overactive and you're overconfident, you kind of come across as aggressive or bossy. Now, typically, I am not a very confident or overly confident person, but I do tend to, in situations, come over as bossy and aggressive. And I don't really know where that comes from, because I don't think it comes from my solar plexus. But I have been known to be told that I can be a little aggressive in my communications and that I can sometimes seem a little bossy. So I have to keep myself in check on that. The only other thing I've got written down here really is at this time of the year, just being in acceptance of your power. And, again, what does that mean? That just means, be a little bit more self-confident, step out of the box. I've been stepping out of the box all year for myself, and so far I've had pretty good results. I can't say there's anything that's been like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But I started doing these videos, which is definitely out of my comfort zone. I did belly dancing the last 3 days, which is definitely out of my comfort zone. I'll tell you, it was not a very good confidence booster. Doing it. There was no sexy involved in the last 3 mornings of my videos. It was definitely a train wreck, but I'm gonna keep practicing and see if it helps. I'm not doing this for the purpose of really learning to be a belly dancer, to do any kind of actual dancing or performing or anything like that. I just thought it would be a fun way to do some exercise, and like I said, it doesn't seem to be really bothering my back any more than what my back already hurts. So that was kind of fun. So it was fun. I'm learning something. I'm getting some exercise, and I'm not inflicting any self-harm so far. But I've been watching the same video every morning because I feel like there's no way I've even come close to learning the simple basic moves that they're teaching. So I'm probably going to be on this same video for quite a while before I've got some of the moves down. They are a lot harder than you think. Like the moves themselves, getting off track here, the moves themselves are not hard. The hard part is when you're supposed to be moving your shoulders, everything else is not supposed to move. Or when you're moving your neck, like nothing else is supposed to move. So the thought, the whole concept of just moving your neck from side to side is really not hard at all. We do it all day long, every day. But now you've got to do it, and I'm not even going to do it on camera because like it's horrible. But you have to not move anything else. So everything else has to, like if you're moving your head and your neck, nothing else on your body is supposed to be moving. That's really, really hard for me. So the same, like when your shoulders move, nothing else should be moving. When your hips are moving, nothing else should be moving. And I have not got that down. All of us can move our necks and all of us can move our shoulders and our hips, but to do it and not move any of the body part is what makes it really, really hard. But I will tell you, doing the little shimmy with, I have my little belly dancing belt here, and doing the shimmying with all the little jingles is kind of fun. So accept your power, accept your self-confidence, do something that brings you joy, something that you've been wanting to do, whatever it is you've been trying to manifest, I guess is a good thing to work on right now. And don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid of that self-confidence. Like I said, if your solar plexus is overactive, you can come off as being bossy or aggressive. So you do need to keep that in balance. But don't be afraid of having self-confidence in yourself. Like I said, I have to kind of keep that in check for myself to not be bossy. And I think that's more my Capricorn moon coming out of me than my solar plexus confidence. I think it's more my Capricorn moon wants everything done in a specific way, and if you get in my way, I kind of get a little angry. But that's not really linked to self-confidence for me. But don't be afraid to be self-confident. Like I said, most of us our whole lives, whether it was a parent or a relative or a sibling of whatever, a teacher, who knows? I hate to say teacher, or I hate to say any of them because they're all supposed to be supportive people, but we've all had people in our lives that are not very supportive. People in our lives that are that like, you'll never do that. You're no good at that. That's too much work. You can't do that. Whatever it is, we've all heard that from somebody in our lives at some point. And so I just want you to know, if there's something you want to do, go do it. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or thinks. Now, I mean, yes, if you have a partner and kids, you have to kind of like, if your dream is to just hop in a motorhome and drive away, and that's probably not what I mean. Like, don't like leave your family and just drive away kind of stuff. But if there's something a career change you've been wanting to do, some sort of something you wanted to learn, whether belly dancing, a musical instrument, something you've been wanting to learn, cooking lessons, anything like that, is a really good time right now to go ahead and do that, and let the creative juices kind of flow, so to speak. And do it, and be proud that you've done it. And you can take what you've created and show it off. And a lot of people, again, because our world today is all about everybody's got an opinion, and everybody thinks that they can just voice their opinion all the time, which is true. They can. Should they? No. Goes back to that. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all, kind of thing. But, we've also kind of been taught that, if I make something and I bring it to work and look what I made this, I did this, isn't this great? Like, people kind of like, well, doesn't she think she's full of it? Doesn't she think she's all that in a bag of chips, kind of thing? And our society has, I don't know why we've become this way. But I think if you make something, like this lady's artwork is beautiful, and there's no reason she should not be proud of it, and there's no reason she should not show it off. And you know what? Even if it wasn't beautiful, she should still be proud that she did it, that she made the attempt to try it and do it. I'm doing the belly dancing. There is no way what I did this morning I would even really consider belly dancing. It was more like just like weird, funky moving around the living room. But I'm happy that I tried it. I'm happy that I'm going to keep trying it. And eventually, hopefully, I get better at it. And, maybe someday I'll feel like there's a time where I could actually, maybe show it off to somebody besides the dog over there on the couch. But I'm definitely not there yet. But yeah, there's no reason that we shouldn't, I don't want to say brag, because that's really not the word I want to use. But there's really no reason that we shouldn't be proud of something that we've done. There's no reason we shouldn't, want to share that with other people. And I don't know. I guess I'm rambling. But if you do something and it makes you happy, don't worry about what anybody else is saying. It's your life. You live it the way you want to live it. I said, we have people, like I said, all the time that tell us we can't do things, we're not good enough to do things, not smart enough, or whatever. But then those people, like, they go away. They go back to their house. They go back to their job. They go back to their family, whatever it is. And then we're kind of left with all these emotions, and that person's just gone on their day, and they have not given it a second thought. So it's just very powerful how somebody's words can leave somebody else, which is, again, while I tell you guys all the time to, be kind to people. And, I guess that even goes like, if you really can't be kind, just like, don't say anything at all. Can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. That's what my mom used to always say. And I think pretty much everybody's mom used to say that. But before I go, I had a couple things I did want to share with you. I bought at Sage Goddess, of course, some incense sticks. And I just wanted to kind of show you real quick. they make their incense sticks there. They make their candles there. All of that stuff. Their smudge bundles get made there. I thought I could do this quickly, but I just wanted to show you, if you can see on the camera. Like, see how, sorry, it's kind of bouncing around there. And I'll just get a regular incense stick so you can kind of see. Like, there is a lot on that stick. And typically when I burn an incense sticks, I light it and I let the whole thing burn through and it just goes out. And that's mostly because those incense sticks are really just scented. They're not really like the actual herbs and stuff. This is, and you're going to find if you buy them, you get 3 sticks. It's $9. And I know that sounds expensive, but when you burn this, you're going to burn like a ½ an inch at a time and put it out. It's not going to be an incense stick that you're going to just let it burn down. Like, you know, I buy a whole box for like $3 and I light those and they just burn. I light it and they burn out. They're not that strong. You light this and let it burn down a ½ an inch or so. It's going to smell through your whole entire house. So you don't need to burn the whole, I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't need to burn the whole thing down. So, you know, like I said, it is, you get 3 sticks for $9, but those sticks are actually handmade with actual herbs, and you don't need to burn the whole stick at one time. And again, there's always a coupon code, whether it's, you know, anywhere from 13 to usually up to 19% off. And even once in a while, you'll see that there's a 20% off. I think last year during the holidays, she did a 22% off right around Thanksgiving, I think, or something. So pay attention for those. But again, I'm always telling you guys, if you're going to buy something, pay attention to what the sales are and the specials are, because again, I bought this for $9. I had 18% off, and then I got this for free. So, I mean, yeah, it was a couple bucks for shipping too. So, but basically, I'll just say $11. For $11, I got my incense sticks, and I got, if I can get the bag open, so this, that sage going everywhere. This pendant, I'd say that's the back. I'd say, well, I guess it depends on which side you like better. I guess you could wear it either way. So that has a lot of the white in the middle. This side has a lot more like purple and blue in it. So I guess you could wear it either way. And this is an Aura Solar Quartz for psychic protection, connect with spirit, total body and chakra alignment. Aura Quartz facilitates communication and conducts energy to align the chakras of the color you receive. So this is, mine is purple and blue. So that would be your crown chakra and like your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, and your throat chakra. So that was free. So like I said, for, you know, $11 roughly, I got these 2 things. Now, this in itself, in my opinion, is worth way more than $11. If you went to buy it somewhere, you would pay more than $11. And so, pretty good value for your money. But I'm always, when I want to buy something, like I've been wanting these incense sticks for a while. I put them in my little, you can click your little heart that puts it in like your wish list. And then I wait. And when things come up like that, for the, buy something, get something free, that's when I go in my cart and pick something out of my wish list. I pick something out of my wish list. And I usually keep a couple of even like I've showed you guys these before, but these are like $2, the little inset codes. And again, those are made there. And again, you don't need to burn the whole thing at one time because it's actually made with real herbs. And so the smell is a lot more than the ones we just buy at the regular stores and stuff. So the smell is a lot stronger. You don't need to burn the whole thing, but I'll keep a couple of those in my wish list for $2. And if I bought that for $2, I would have still gotten this for free. Because usually there's no limit. Once in a while I've seen where it says for the purchase of something, usually if it's like a big thing, like a perfume, like she's giving away a full-size perfume, that may be with a purchase of like $30 or $35 or something. But 99% of the time, there's no price limit on it for your free item. So, wanted to share that with you. And that was pretty much it. I think that was it. So, I will see you guys all on Thursday. Haven't picked a topic yet on what we're talking about. I was originally going to talk about the Lionsgate on Thursday because that's the day is 8/8. But then I decided to talk about it today so that you guys would have a chance, because I know everybody does. Obviously, people don't watch it when I'm recording it because I'm very, very early most of the time, and a lot of people are not on here when I'm on here this early. So this way it gives everybody a chance to kind of a couple of days to watch it before Thursday, which is 8/8, and so they have a little bit of a heads up of that is coming. I'm just trying to, I can't read my writing. So I wrote the portal open high energy for 3 weeks after. So yeah, so 3 weeks. So the high energy is going to last about 3 weeks after the portal being open. Sometimes I scribble and I can't read my writing. So that was pretty much it. So yeah, I haven't really bought anything too much new besides what I just showed you. So again, I always put stuff here to show you before I use it. So I'm kind of excited to come home tonight and burn one of my copal sticks for a little while. And I will get the picture of the card up on the website for you, the group page for you. I did want to show you, I forgot about this. There was, and I've told you guys a million times, like if you can't afford the kits online, that's no problem. I can't afford to buy, her candles are $25. They're amazing candles. I love them. I get the small one that comes in my class kit, but she has a candle for like the new moons and the full moons and all that stuff. And I just don't have that kind of money to spend all that every month. And so, I try to make stuff. So I try to, like, I printed off, this is the picture that's on her candle, and I printed it off and just put it on a candle from the dollar store. So I kind of make some of my own tools that way. And obviously that candle's not going to smell as amazing as hers does. Hers is all made out of, beeswax and things of that sort, and I'm sure the dollar candles are junk candles. But so anyway, one of the things she had was there's the 3 harvest seasons that are coming up. So we just went through Lammas, and then we have Mabon, and then we have Samhain that's coming. Those are the 3 harvests. And she did a little kit for each one, and they came with a stand that you could buy, and then you could put them all together. And again, the stand was like, I don't know, 20 something dollars, and then each one of the kits for each one of the holidays is $50 or roughly. You do get a candle, you get your perfumes, you get the herbs and everything that you need, and you got a bottle in your kit to make all the things for each one, and then it went on the stand and it fit all together. And I thought, well, you know, again, I really like to have the tools, but I can't always afford it. I went in the consignment store yesterday, and I found for $8, it's like really weird, a little stand that has 3 bottles in it. So I'm going to take a little sandpaper to it and kind of decorate it up and maybe make it a little bit look more like something for me. But yeah, I got the three bottles are there. Her bottles are colored. One was blue, one was red, one was brown. But I just really thought that this was really neat that I found this for $8 at the consignment store. So I really had to have that, and I'm gonna kind of, you know, do what I can to make the tools in the kit for myself. So, you know, you can do the stuff without the tools. So even if you don't buy any tools whatsoever, I still recommend that you know, I share all of her free stuff. So she's doing something for the Lions Gate on Thursday. She's she always does a new moon and a full moon and stuff. So, and I always share those events on the group page. But yeah, even if you don't have the tools, because I buy my class tools, and that's pretty much it for the tools for different kinds of kits and things. Other than that, I just try to find things at the dollar store. I try to find things on Amazon, eBay sometimes, you know. I don't buy all my stuff off the website. You know, if you guys buy stuff off the website, I do get commission on that, but I don't even buy everything off the website all the time, you know. Because again, not only that, but I also recommend, you know, if you've got local mom and pop stores, you know, I bought that from the local consignment store. So I like to go in and, you know, spend some money there, and I also bring stuff there. So